Okay, here's an update of the Battle of the Sensors, solar sensors. This is one I just got in the mail from Richard Spelling, Richard's Foundry on eBay, or Spelling LLC on his website. These are two of the older ones. One of these, originally I messed it up by not knowing what I was doing, and one just outright failed, and then I took one apart to try to fix the other, and due to my own fault, ruined both of them. Anyway, this is a new high amp version. This is supposedly good for 10 amps. It has a fuse in it, and it has a little thing here for if you want to put this in a box. You can run a 15-foot LED wire up to the top of your array. And this is another little bottle I just built, which has a bit of a diffuser effect built into the top. So I'm going to go hook this new thing up and give it a go, because I'm about ready to take down tracker number 1 and replace it with one of my new style. I'll be putting up 2 of those shortly and showing off the new trackers that will take 4 to 6 panels, and I'll be going into detail on how those work. But right now we're going to go hook this up and see if this works. And also in the back here, these little things I'm pointing out with my big fat thumb, those are little trim pots, which are quite handy to have depending on the intensity of the sunlight. It makes things a lot easier to have those, so you don't have to build 40 different bottles trying to tone down the circuitry. Okay, well, I'm going to go up and put it on, up the ladder, and put this in and see how it goes. That's it for now. Okay, up here on the ladder, I've got this thing hooked up. Try to jump down a little bit. That's what these things look like when they're installed. We've got a pretty sunny day today. I hope I don't blind the camera, but the sun's got a nice ring around it. That's probably why I'm getting some good readings. So now I'm going to go down, now that I've got this thing installed, and I'm going to pop the fuse in it and see what happens. So here we go down. Here goes the little 3 amp fuse, which this thing doesn't need, but it's set up for the old style. So I'm going to pop it in and see what goes on. There it goes. Lo and behold, look at it go. There it is. You're seeing it live. Went all the way over. More than the other 2, but it did move, so that's a good thing. And it doesn't appear to be dancing around, so that's a good thing also. And now, so you can see what happens, it's about right. Sometimes when you put the jar on, I'm going to go put the jar on, so bear with me moving around. And if this is hooked up properly, this shouldn't make any difference, but it might, so you'll see. Yeah, it did it instantly. That's actually closer to what it should be. That's actually matching pretty much where the other panels are. So when you hear that the bottles that you put in the jars that you put these in, they really don't make a difference, they do. There's your proof. Well, that's good. It's holding steady. I'm going to come over here and check the angles, because my other 2, I can't find the gauge. Okay, that one's that's about 15. I got 2 LEDs on that tracker. That one's at 15 and just moves as I speak. Let's see where this one's at. about about 7 degrees off. I was at 5. So, live, so you can see I'm not playing any games. I'm going to climb back up here and remove the bottle. Hopefully I'm catching this. See if it changes anything. It appears to be holding, so that's a good thing. And these have to also be aimed even with your panels. I mean, if your panels are on this angle, this has to be with it. And it has to match this angle also. It seems to be doing a good job. As long as these things really move 6 to 8 times a day, that's really all you need them to do. Alright, so that's the new high amp model, which should do away with having to put the relay circuit in, which should be more than plenty for those satellite actuators, because believe me, this gets old, building all these boxes and the modules and the housings for the solar eyes and the circuitry and relay boxes and limit switches. I mean, it turns into quite a project. I'm trying to make it easier on myself. And I had a chat with a guy in Australia last night, and I got one of his models coming, so hopefully in 2 weeks I'll be doing a test on that unit. And that one actually has a parking circuitry in it. And it's going to come boxed, so I don't have to waste my time doing that either. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Alright, well, I'm going to watch this throughout the day. I'm going to go set this up on a tripod and see how it acts. And that's it for now.